And welcome back to some more of Gundam Online, UC0083, with me, PolarDash. I'm here in Shangri-La server with Mr. Polar, and together we are here to announce that the game has passed its 0 hour. The DX Gasha Volume 18 has been released, and with it came them suits for Xeon. It is the RX-78 GP02 with the Gundam Prototype Unit 2, and this red guy, the Gan EOS, in all its bright red Ganness of ridiculousness. It's very red. It's the only thing I could point out about this thing that is significant, that it's red. But we're not worried about this guy. We're more worried about this other 3/4 of the picture, the GP02. Oh right, and the Federation got their own Gundam prototype, the GP01, and their other suit is the GM Striker of the Nemesis team. It's like it's another GM with one of them beam spears, just different color. Right, so now we'll be entering a meta with the prototype Gundams unit numbers involved. But I think Mr. Polar here is happy to announce, in all his frownness, that these new Gundams haven't really made much ripples across the meta water surface per se. The Gundam Alex and the Kempfer are still up there in the I guess in the upper echelon of the Gundam Online food chain. And these new Gundams, as powerful as they are, aren't as efficient as those two. The Alex and the Kempfer. Like, efficient in killing. The NT1 and the Kempfer, with their combination of weapons, can kill something pretty fast and easily. Simply, efficiently. The Alex with the bazooka that does 1,000 points of damage. They don't knock down as much anymore, but with the 0083 patch, the Alex now totes a very powerful fully automatic beam rifle, which players now switch to when they go to finish something off. And they still also have the wrist gun, so you can have those three equipped all together to just keep the pressure up against their opponent with the stream of damage. And the Kempfer, of course, the two-shot bazooka into the shotguns. The two-shot bazookas proved to be a good combination in this new meta, since two consecutive stuns, like a stun happening, stunning an opponent while the enemy is still in a previous stun animation, will knock down the opponent. So two consecutive hits with your short amount of bazookas will knock down an opponent, and then the Kempfer can kind of keep doing the same thing it's been always doing. Right, so those two are still keeping their kills simple. The new suits that's been released, they're actually gimmicky, and expensive suits like these two probably don't want to get their kills through gimmicks. Right, they cost the same amount as the Kempfer and the Alex 360, and with that comes a ridiculous cooldown time of 490 plus, probably, if you equip modules things on it. The Federation's GP01, it's got some kind of booster attachment system. It's like an optional attachment that you could put on the thing to make it accelerate fast, at a cost of your balance, and a quick drain of the boost bar. It also got like these this beam cannon rifle thing that you can't reload. It only comes 2 shots with 2 shots, but it fires this beam projectile really far and does damage at very extreme ranges. Which is cool, but it's gimmicky. It's a weapon that you can't reload, and I don't know. It has really no. It doesn't really fit into any kind of combo to kill something. It's just there, and he gets it. But I guess like the Alex and Kemper had gimmicky special weapons too, but I don't know. Some people use it to kill stuff. Well, these two. Just got a strange. I'm not sure if strange is a word, but they got an odd assortment of weapons that you don't have the freedom to equip the way you want. The GP01, not as much. The GP01 is like a faster, less armored Alex. But the Alex doesn't need to go any faster. It's fine the way it is. So it's, like a half Alex in a way. The GP01 still has the 1K bazooka, but its shield doesn't have 1500 hit points. It's got like only 700, which was surprising. And the booster pack really didn't add anything to it. But it's still to be seen. People might experiment with it and figure out a way to make it awesome. But so far, it hasn't really affected the game in any kind of significant way. The GP02, the Gundam that we get at Xeon, has got a huge list of weapons, right? But you can equip a variety of ones. You either have to go with bazookas or missiles. This little screen shows you what weapons are denied to you if you were to equip the weapon that you have selected. And by clicking on any of the missiles, you're denied the use of bazookas, and vice versa. But the missiles and the bazookas themselves are kind of different and cool, especially the missiles. The MLRSs, he gets like 2 types. One's a salvo and one's like a single fire missiles that lock on real fast. So you can and you can equip both types at the same time. So you can go in from a salvo into the single missiles and such and things. And the beam bazookas, this one type here it functions like a regular bazooka. Just the effects are beam-like, but it still fires a shot and it explodes, deals a splash damage. But this, I don't know, it's like a GIMP beam bazooka. It's called like the beam bazooka output, output suppressed, output dampened type. Sort of fires like a beam rifle, from what I've heard. I don't think it deals splash. No, it doesn't have splash damage. But so you get like lots of rounds in a magazine because you can kind of pew with it, and it's like a bloated beam rifle. So for the GP02, you can equip this the bazooka and the beam rifle like bazooka in the same loadout and use it like your regular bazooka to secondary weapon combo to take a chunk off the enemy's hit points with the splash bazooka, and then switch to this to, I guess, fire direct shots as the enemy is retreating or as the enemy is fighting back or whatever. The GP02 gets a charging beam saber. I heard this is like the coolest weapon that this thing has, which is surprising because it gets another special weapon that just looking at stats is pretty ridiculous, but yeah, it's a charging beam saber. It's like the charging heat hawk that the Kai has, except this thing is like wider and more easy to hit with, supposedly. But right, that other ridiculous weapon that I just mentioned is the atomic bazooka. It is a yeah, it's a bazooka that fires a nuclear warhead, and it does fucking stupendous damage. But you only get one shot, and I heard that the round travels like unrealistically slow. It's a rocket-propelled nuclear warhead, but the shot travels like this. It's just like, what the fuck? But the special effect is kind of neat looking, and it's not as nuclear as one would think. It kind of blows stuff up and it does damage. And if you take a hit with it without a shield up, you'll die. But it's a little gimmicky weapon. It's just kind of there because the GP02 had it. I'm kind of glad that they didn't make this into some kind of super death bomb. Though that would have been neat. It would have kind of killed the game. Like, if this was, like, reloadable and it just literally fired a nuclear weapon and just destroyed half the map. That's what this thing is supposed to do, but it doesn't. That's a GP02. The Ganyos, who cares? It's a dude. It's stupid looking, and it's got beam weapons, and it's got this sword thing. Like, it's got like a gun blade, It's a big Final Fantasy VIII fan. Or maybe Final Fantasy VIII was a Gundam fan. Whatever came first. But it's a suit, it's got a bazooka, it's got beams, it's got a melee thingy. And that's it. It really doesn't have much. The only thing this thing brings is a shield that has over 1,000 hit points. That's rare for Xeon. Oh right, the GP02 kind of tops that shield by bringing along a shield with 2,000 hit points. That's pretty awesome. But yeah, those are the suits. And I'm glad that the meta really hasn't changed. Since they don't have anything that that other suits have. And in that way, they're not like over the top more powerful than anything else. They're just neat. And under the right, under the right guidance, I guess. I'm sure it'll lose to these two can be a contender. Just that they're not super easy, kill getter, win street, victory avenue that some people were hoping they'll be. Anyway, I have 38 DX Gasha tickets. I think I'm gonna blow it on this to see if I get it, because it's not like a super over-the-top, ridiculous. I can win this game by getting this kind of suit. I feel that I don't know, it might be fun to try, like doing missile combos and maybe doing this atomic bazooka, or maybe charge beam sabering some Gundams on the other side. Kind of doubting that I'm gonna get this thing because I am horrible with this random luck roll. But I don't know, I'm hoping that the recording will bring me some luck. So I got 38. First, we're gonna roll 10 at a time, 3 times to get an extra roll in with the 10. I don't know how to start this. I'm like afraid to hit the button. I want you all to cross your fingers. I'm crossing mine. And we're gonna go. Let's hope for a Gundam. Roll. Yes. And it's blinking rainbow. That's a good thing. That means I might get a rare. Ah. Woo! Woo! Wow! I'm gonna record every single DX roll from now on. I'm gonna record every single one. I don't care. We just scored a gold GP02. We just scored a GP02, everybody. You and me. We and I. PolarDash and friends. This is awesome. This is the first time I've rolled a I rolled a DX and gotten the prize suit in the first roll. This is exciting stuff. I'm not sure if I'm expressing my excitement in the magnitude that's appropriate for something like this to occur, but rest assured that I am pumped as a 31-year-old man could get pumped when something like this happens. Man, I had a whole me disappointing me getting disappointed act already and stuff. I wasn't remotely prepared to do a jig of any sort. I didn't do like practice jigs for this kind of unexpectedness. Do I make this now? Do I make this now? Well, we're gonna first put it in our pocket. What else did I get with it? I got a, I think I got a, yeah, I got a rental version of it too. Maybe we'll run around with the rental version first, because, building it will require some focus. We're gonna sell this other crap that came with it that I don't need. There we go. Let's look at this rental. The rental's got the Beam Bazooka Type F, and the Beam Saber Type D, and the Head Vulcan. Okay, so it's just whatever. The rental wasn't very fun. Head Vulcan. Oh, it's got rocket shooter though. All right. Well, first we're gonna build it. We're gonna see what kind of we're gonna see what trait we get. This Gundam comes with a rocket shooter, quick switch, and combat custom. The one we probably don't want to be rolling is quick switch, since most of the weapons on the GP02 are internal, except for the bazookas and maybe the sabers. But the sabers don't need quick switch. Quick switch, what it does is that it reduces the frames. I guess the startup frames for weapon switching. But the missiles are internal; it's instant. The Head Vulcans are instant. I think this is just for the beam bazookas, the beam weapons. The atomic. Oh, this thing weighs 1,000. Holy crap! And if you equip the atomic bazooka, you can't equip anything else. But sabers and Head Vulcans. That's interesting. We're gonna see what trait we get. That'll determine what kind of GP02 we'll be making. Man, I got so many of these parts saved up because I don't build units that cost more than 300. I guess I'm gonna have to master mechanic to get this. Oh wait, I need to increase my garage space. Okay, here we go. Let's hope we don't draw quick switch. We're gonna roll quick switch. Watch. Yeah. Rocket shooter. Hey, and it's a critical success. Nice. I'm gonna grab your boost. Okay, it's... I would have liked Combat Custom. Because now that I drew Rocket Shooter, that means I really won't be using missiles on this thing. You can't equip missiles and rockets at the same time. So if I were to go in with missiles, I'm wasting the trait. That kind of sucks. Yeah, I think the one winning trait for the GP02 was Combat Custom. Huh. Alright, I got a Rocket Shooter Gundam Prototype Unit 2, guys. Next time, you might see it. I might get lazy. I kind of want to play Gundam Online, like, right now. So I might save the whole building for later. I got a bunch of other suits that I wanted to try. I really wasn't expecting to draw this. Seriously, like, 100%. No lie. I was about to... I was so ready to just blow my tickets and, I don't know, sulk a bit with you guys, and then, go back to using the suits I have. And then probably, like, super fail, like, in the, next series of, gameplay videos, because I'll be all sad and stuff. But, I don't know, I guess I'm pretty pumped now. Let's see if I can, use this pumped state to my advantage by, rocking some noobs in Gundam Online. That'll be next time, though. See you then, bye!